Hello Aquarius, it's Lisa, and here is your June 17th to 23rd, 2024 general reading. This is just a general reading. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, all my contact information is in the description box below this video. Okay, Aquarius, so let's see what's in store for you this week. The overall message for you, Aquarius, is the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is you've come through so much, you've done so much. And you might need to have a break, whether that's just taking a deep breath in and exhaling and keep going, or having a physical break where you have a vacation or just take a few days off. And then it can also be emotionally just giving yourself a break. Stop being so hard on yourself. And then it's about getting back at it and persevering. The Nine of Wands is all about perseverance, but you may just need to have a break before you persevere. The challenge you have this week is the King of Wands, which is about focusing on what's right in front of you and what you need to do right now and being open to what the universe is bringing. You might be just it feels very much like you might be looking at the outcome, like looking at the future rather than just focusing on the now. And it makes sense, especially with the Nine of Wands, where it's kind of like, oh God, I feel overwhelmed, or I want to get to that goal. And so you're focusing on that goal in the future rather than saying, you know what, I need to focus on this right now in order to get there. The future will always be the future if I don't do what I need to do right now. I won't bring it closer to me. So it feels like this week it's a challenge. What you need to focus on is the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is that you've planted the seeds to your success. You're doing the work, you're doing certain things, but now you just need to be open to changing things up, adding some things, adapting as you move forward, right? Don't be so structured in what you're doing. I always say it's like you've planted a plant in a small pot and it's growing, but then it outgrows that pot and you need to transplant it into a bigger pot and then a bigger. So if you don't transplant it, it won't grow and it won't flourish and it won't, bear fruit. So you need to kind of keep changing and adapting as you move forward in order to bear the fruit that you want to bear, the success that you want to come in. If you stay so structured in the little pot, it's not going to change. So you have to keep going, you have to persevere, and you have to be open to changing and adding and taking things away, which will then lead you to a lot of success. The card of what you don't see coming will reveal in a moment. So Aquarius, it just feels like there's some growth happening and you just need to kind of keep going and be open to kind of changing things up in order to go to get more success. Then Four of Wands can be many things. So in a general sense, it can be either a new home coming in and so you're moving, you could be relocating to a new place, like overseas, or just locating, moving from one home to another. It could be renovations in a home where you have to do all these renovations in order to make your house your home. And then it can also be with yourself, where you're renovating yourself. Being the best version of yourself. So you have to do the work in order to do that. And it's all about persevering to make these things happen, right? However it lands for you, it is going to lead you to really positive things, but it's just doing the work to get there and knowing that it's the right thing. The Seven of Cups is about re-examining your hopes and dreams and kind of saying, you know what, when I make the shift in whatever area, like this renovation or this move, it's going to allow me to really kind of make some of my hopes and dreams come true, and just re-examining them, making sure that they haven't changed, because as we grow and we learn, our hopes and dreams change as well. So what we wanted a year ago may not be what we want right now, or it may still be, and we're like, you know what, once I go through this process, I am going to really make that dream come true, because that's what I really want to happen. So you start to kind of reestablish those hopes and dreams and start really making them happen. The challenge is just focusing on the now, focusing on what you have to do right now, and be open to what the universe is bringing. But you need to focus on the now. Stop focusing on the future. When you do that, you will have victories. It will lead you to victory. And you'll have victories in the now as well, because you're able to see what you're accomplishing. you're able to accomplish what you want to accomplish, whether it's daily, like your to-do list, or having small victories. But you're moving towards more. The more you focus on the now, the more victories that you'll have. Then it's just putting your head down, doing the work you need to do. You might need to learn some new things, take some courses, or gather some information. But that leads you to a lot of success. So don't doubt that it isn't, because I think you think, oh, am I putting all this work in and it's not going to lead to success? It will totally lead to success. It has something to do with your hopes and dreams, right? That what you really want to accomplish. So put your head down and make it happen. The Seven of Pentacles, you've planted the seeds to your success. Now you got to do the work. You got to water the plant, fertilize the plant, transplant the plant, learn to adapt and grow with it. And the more you do that, the more success that's going to come in, which is, wow, this is the 10 of Pentacles, big success coming in, happiness, fulfillment, and joy. But you need to do the work in order to get there. And it doesn't really even feel like it's work. I think you'll enjoy it, but you just have to put your head down and stop getting distracted and start doing it. The Five of Swords is all about getting a new perspective. You have to take a step back, see the big picture, pick up some facts like, oh yeah, I see what I'm doing, what I'm not doing, what the situation is here. And now this is with this information, this ammunition, I'm able to really move forward and accomplish what I want to accomplish. And then what you don't see coming is the Nine of Swords. So that makes sense. So the Nine of Swords is the warning card in tarot. So for this week, it's about not stressing and worrying and overthinking things. You need to start thinking and doing. The reason they call it a warning card is because you're wasting a lot of time by doing this, right? And I know it's easier said than done when we're worrying and stressing about all the things like the future and what we want to happen. We can't just turn it off, but you can try. So when you physically start to feel yourself starting to stress and worry, you need to put it aside and you need to focus on doing something, right? And the reason they call it a warning card is, one, you're wasting time. Two, you can manifest more stress and worry into your life, and you don't want to do that, right? So, and you will put your mind into a negative place. So you need to let it go. Work really hard this week on not stressing and worrying and overthinking things. Think and do. There you go. The Five of Cups is the other mindset card. It is, don't focus on the spilled milk, right? That's what this card's all about. It's like if you focus on the things that aren't happening or not happening the way you think they should happen, or on negative thinking, you spin your wheels and you don't move forward when there's all these wonderful things waiting for you, right? So it's like you've got to kind of move through this fear and doubt, or what this stress and worry, and keep going forward. And then the Three of Swords is that heartache leads to new beginnings. So some of you feel very much like you're in this, where it's kind of like certain things happen to make really good things happen. And you'll get to a point where you look back and go, wow, you know what? I'm really grateful that I went through all of that stuff, because without that stuff, I would not be the person I am today. I would not have the success I have. I would not be able to help the people I can help, or be successful at what I do, whether it's in relationships, career, or with myself. So all of this stuff made me who I am, and I'm super grateful for it. But when you're in it, you may not be so grateful. It just may feel like hard work or painful or just a process. And it's like, you just got to know it is leading you to really good things. Stop overthinking, stressing and worrying, and just keep moving forward, because it's leading you to really positive things. Okay. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you could like and share my videos, that really helps. If you enjoyed my video, if you could subscribe, that would be amazing. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much again for watching. Have a fabulous week. Sending you tons of good vibes, and I'll talk to you soon.
If we were meant to stay in one place, we'd have roots instead of feet.